A group of WPTV viewers claiming victory tonight in their battle for unemployment benefits.
They reached out to Chief Investigator Jamie Ostroff, saying they've been waiting for months after applying for assistance with no end in sight.
Tonight, Jamie is back with an update after listening to their stories and taking them straight to the Florida Department of Commerce. Jamie?
Yeah, Megan and Honey, Florida Commerce is the state agency that administers Florida's reemployment assistance program. And after we shared multiple stories about folks in our area struggling to get the benefits to which they were entitled, a spokesperson asked me to share the names of those who reached out to me so she could then escalate their cases. I did what she asked, and the Florida Department of Commerce followed through. However, their quick action raises a few questions about how the system works.
It's a relief. I feel like a whole weight was lifted off my shoulders.
That's Desiree Castelli of Boca.
And I definitely have an optimism, a renewed optimism, based on everything that happened.
And this is Daniel Escobar of Lake Worth, a pair of Palm Beach County residents who can now take a breath.
I'm set for the next couple of months, thank gosh.
As they continue their search for work.
I'm making all the moves that are possible, and I see some things coming up. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
When I introduced you to Desiree and Daniel at the beginning of the month, they were frustrated.
Now we're on 3 months, 4 months. Now it's 5 months as of May. 5 months that I still have not had any funds released to me.
Fed up with the months-long waits for the unemployment benefits they qualified for.
This is something that should be coming to me, but at the same time, the fact that I have to constantly be asking for it on the regular and then sitting there going, oh my God, can you please get me what I need?
Days after sharing their stories on WPTV, both say a Florida Commerce employee who identified themselves as part of an escalation team reached out and asked for additional information.
They emailed me with an interesting kind of document that basically stated or asked me to give information about what was going on with me, what was my status.
Shortly after providing that information, the full benefit amount each of them qualified for was in their bank account.
So I got approximately $1,900.
It was a total of $3,300.
A good result.
I'm a huge advocate for speaking your mind and standing up for what you believe in. And that's exactly what I did. And that's why I'm in the position that I am now. So I just want to give you guys a huge thank you.
But for Daniel, also a bit puzzling.
That I figured to myself, why wouldn't you ask me all this at the beginning part of the process 5 months ago instead of right now, right before I get paid?
I reached back out to Florida Commerce to ask about what the escalation team does and what a person who's been waiting on benefits for months should do if they don't want to call a reporter.
I think it's a big rigmarole. I think it's incredibly interesting that it takes that much effort, that much energy.
They responded, but didn't directly answer my questions about the escalation team, instead sending me links to the Reemployment Assistance Help Center and their online chat bot.
I am still pushing to get answers to those questions. I'll keep you posted. And in the meantime, some other viewers who were facing similar struggles with reemployment assistance reached out after seeing Daniel and Desiree's original stories the first time. I was able to get their names to Florida Commerce as well, and the majority of them have told me they have since been paid or at least have gotten some clear information about their claims and why they're not eligible.